Alright, here we are again. It's been a while since I've provided a video to keep up with this. Everything, I hope, was very self-explanatory up to this point. But for the rest of the semester, we want to, I was going to play around with this new case farm example using our MATC farm with beef animals. So using the Fawn and Prairie Farm, which is a 150 acre pasture that MATC has been renting near Columbus. So I've added in some data on that, and what we want to do is just kind of work through together as a group. How would you find information to fill out these enterprise budgets, which is again looking at the break-even cost of production, looking at the total cost to produce anything. And in the case of a animal, well, we're going to be looking for the cow-calf pair. We're going to be looking at that on a per cow basis. You could look at when we're looking at the finishing, we will probably take a look at how you would calculate that on a per rate of gain or per pound basis to understand how much cost does it take to raise this animal to a finished weight. And that's what we're going to play around with for the rest of the week. And this kind of exercise has application in any kind of farming that you would do. If you were a vegetable producer, for example, you could do the same thing for each of your vegetable beds or production or types of vegetables that you grow and sell. Understanding the cost of production then helps you figure out how to set the price for a product, how to know when you're making a profit on that product, and how to actually make money with your farming enterprise. So the assignment, a couple people asked, I hadn't quite got this out here yet, but this MATC beef egg plan financials has some data placed in it that I filled in from creating a enterprise or using the egg plan financial tool. So you'll be able to find that and download it. I just want to open this one, and that should work fine for you. So then when you open that up, it's the egg plan financial tool. Cash flow statement is in here, and some of the data that I put in. And we're going to take a look at how we can improve our cash flow and actually try to maybe make a better income from this. So you can play around with that and see what's in there. The places, of course, the enterprise budget tool is also there. I have from Iowa State Egg Decision Maker. Let's go back here to that. The cow-calf enterprise budgets from Iowa State Egg Decision Maker, and if you just go to that website, you can download any of the enterprise budgets which we've played around with before. This is the PDF document that explains all the enterprise budgets on the animal side, the livestock side of the equation. And starting on page 15 is where they break down the costs that they put in there for the beef cow calf on a 1 cow unit. Like I mentioned earlier, that is found on this livestock enterprise budgets page of the Iowa Egg Decision Maker. That's the PDF document we were just taking a look at. And the beef finishing, where are you? Cow-calf one is the one that I provided in there too, and we'll use these other ones when we get to that part. That's one bit of data. Another place that we can go and take a look at understanding, if we don't have our own data, is looking at benchmark data, or that's what the Iowa Egg Decision Maker, they collect that from Iowa farms. FinBin is a tool out of the University of Minnesota, Center for Farm Financial, same place that we have our egg plan from. And you can take a look at there you can get some data on cost of production too, if we don't have our own, just to get some ideas. The summary report, if you click on beef cow-calf operation, where are they, cow-calf, and then you can play around with the years, add in more years if you care to, and then click the generate report. And it pops up with what the different costs of production for a beef, cow, calf operation. Now these are for the conventional beef operations. They didn't have enough in the grazing. There are some grazing ones in there too. You do have to select several years to get more grazing ones if you were to choose that, but that gives some idea of what is kind of averaged across the farms that are inputted into this FinBin database. Another thing that we can play with and we'll take a look at for the rest of the semester too is what's called these benchmark reports. So that was a summary report of the total costs, and the benchmark reports shows the same data in looking at the differences for the highly profitable groups versus the folks that really aren't making money, and you can take a look at how where the costs break out for people who are being profitable and successful in their farming business, where this lower units are losing $500 to $600, almost $600 per cow in the low end, to the folks that are in the high end are making almost $500 per cow. So kind of a big difference. So we can take a look at where these costs are grouped out and what the differences in between those kind of farms are. Okay, well, play around with this for a bit, and if you have any questions, as always, feel free to contact me. We'll keep playing with this for the rest of the semester. Thank you, and good day.